Hello, everyone. This is Eric with the Squeeze. I have my bigger squeeze here, my older sister Angel.
Hola.
We're here to do our first segment. I'm happy that she's doing it with me because she is the eldest of my siblings, and I guess I would say the wisest. She's almost 30.
Really
Um,
had to throw that in there?
yes. No, but she is like one of my best friends. So we're here to share this topic with you about the whole me being gay and my lifestyle. And I wanted to ask one of my family members like what they thought about me before and after. How do they see things? And I'm here to share a little bit about our story. But I'm gonna let my sister introduce herself for a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, dang, he done said all my business. I am Angel, or Angelica still, known to my siblings. I'm the oldest of these four brats. Like he said, I will be 30 actually a couple weeks. Actually, pause. We have to cut that. 2 days after him.
It's
Sorry.
Danny.
Anyway, that's sad. I can remember my brother's birthday. He says we're close, but really
Whatever. We love each
not.
other.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's see. Obviously, I've spent my whole life with him up until our adult years. Like he went about his life, and I went about mine. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a husband who serves in the U.S. Air Force, and we have a princess by the name of Arabella. She's 2, and that's the good stuff, the basics about me.
Alrighty, well, so let's go ahead and start the questions. There might be some tears involved in this, because this is
Don't
real life.
judge.
This is real life stuff. So, I want this blog not to only be like just fun and games, but also realistic for those individuals that actually need the motivation to like actually come out to their families, their loved ones, their best friends, because it is hard. Not everybody can do it, and it's a tough situation. So here
I
it
just want to
goes.
state for the record before my Bubba, y'all's main squeeze, gets started. When I found out, I was actually in prison. And I did 21 months in a woman's prison, and that's how I found out. I got a letter stating that my brother came out, and so on and so forth. So it was extra hard on me to have to deal with it alone, pretty much.
Okay, so one second. So the first question I have is, growing up, when did you know that I was like gay or like interested in men?
Honestly, I don't think, looking back, I don't think that there ever was like a defined moment that I would say, oh, well, I was definitely gay. But there were times where me and my sister Valerie, who I'm sure y'all will meet one day, we talk like, you know what, Bubba's always around nothing but girls. He has 3 siblings and a mom, and she raised all of us pretty much on her own. And I noticed in high school that all his friends were females. He would do sports and he didn't finish them. And I guess because the estrogen was his thing, not the testosterone. And um, I don't know. I guess that would be my only defined moment for when I ever questioned anything. But
Okay.
before then and after that, no, there wasn't ever anything that just stood out.
Well, because I mean, some people like can say like their family members they knew they were like gay or interested in
No,
the
I don't
opposite
think I ever
sex.
said ever truly thought that.
Very well. Were y'all like surprised when I told y'all, or I mean, like you said, you didn't expect it, but like at the end when I was coming out, was it a surprise to you? Like,
Everything, the transition of you coming out, the transition of how I found out, the way we found out, it was like that was what was hard. It wasn't the fact that you were gay, it was the fact that I don't think I ever thought that I would have to introduce my brother to my friends or, anybody else in our close, immediate circle as my gay brother.
mhm.
Because it was, when he came out, it was no question that he came all the ways out, and, excuse me, sorry, such a lady. But I think that probably the hardest thing for me is I was scared. I was more scared that the things that could happen to him being a gay man in the military, on his way to the military, that terrified me because as a big sister, I don't think I ever wanted to think about somebody bullying him because of his lifestyle or his preference of who he loved. That's a scary feeling. But it was for me. It was more of this is who he is. He's my brother. I love him. I accept him. I wouldn't care if you know he decided to change all his parts into the same parts I have. That's not going to change the fact that at the end of the day, he's Eric. This is
We're
Bubba. This is
family.
my
That's what
brother.
family's for.
Exactly. You know, and
But that won't happen. But
no,
still,
never. But
I like my body parts.
I guess we lucked out on that end, right, guys? Just kidding.
So you said like it was hard. You think it was going to be hard to introduce your family and your friends that I have a gay brother. Have you had any problems with that yet, or like everybody's been super welcome and stuff?
I haven't had any problems with you personally or anybody coming at you personally to where I've had to defend you. I've had I've been in situations where homophobes will have conversation and me having a gay brother is like my defense mechanisms come out with the vengeance. I'm very calm right now on this video. He knows
She's
me.
not.
My family knows me, and that's not who I am. So when I feel like the people I love and their lifestyle are being disrespected, a whole different side of me, literally the claws come out. And I've been in a couple of situations where I'm kind of like, can you talk your shit over there and not right here because my brother is living that lifestyle and I don't want to have to, hurt your feelings. But I have never everybody's been pretty open and genuine about who he is because all my friends know him for him and they could care less because he's never changed who he was. He just changed who he loved.
Yeah.
And it just
and all these bushy eyebrows because
oh yeah, he shaped them up.
I shaped them up
They
a little
actually
bit.
look better than mine.
They do all the time.
Damn shame.
All right. So like as a gay male, like being open and everything, it is a difficult thing to do. I mean, I was at my barbershop the other day and I had to leave because it was just like got so uncomfortable because like they didn't understand that I was a gay male and they were just like going off. So I just took off and went and got my haircut somewhere else because it's not welcoming and don't make yourself feel uncomfortable. Take yourself out of that environment. There's other places you can go. So on the next subject, or not subject question, I was like, do you have any advice for like any other like sister brothers that have gay siblings that are coming out or that think they have gay siblings? Do you have any advice?
If I could say anything to anybody, it would be that if your sibling or family member, it could be anybody in your family, it could even be your parents. I mean, it's known to happen. If if they have and built up the courage to come open to you guys for the respect and dignity for themselves and respect for you to be honest with you, don't push them away. Don't make them feel like they're alone in the world because truthfully they're not. At the end of the day, they have the whole world to fight. They have the whole world that they're against. They do not need their siblings and their family member turning against them. You cannot change who people love. Regardless of what you believe or what you think that this world should live by, that's not your job. The only person that anybody on this planet has to answer to is themselves and God. That's the only person. So it's not your place to push the people you love away from you because of their sex preference. That's not okay. That's bullying. That is bullying. Don't do that to the people you love. Because when 10 years down the line have passed and you don't have a relationship with your sibling or your family member because you couldn't accept who they were, you're going to have regrets and they're going to have resentment. That's not a good feeling. And it's honestly, it's not going to be worth it. I don't know because I have never felt that with any of my siblings, but we've argued and we've had our disagreements, and the times that we've been upset with each other is like it's the worst, it's the most emptiest feeling anyone could ever feel. I can't imagine what it would be like to push my brother away because I don't agree with who he chooses to lay down with. That's not my prerogative, that's his. So don't push your family members away. You stand by them, you support them, and you keep pushing them to be true to who they are, regardless if it's not who you like. That's not your place. You are not God.
And I can say like I'm so thankful for the family that I do have because I know I have friends that they still don't even have a relationship with their own family after they told them, they were openly gay, they were seeing the same sex. It's a it's a very difficult situation for others, but I'm very thankful that I have the understanding family that I do have that love me unconditionally. So yes, be that guidance for your brother, sister, cousin, friend. They need it. Like she said, the whole world is against us. I don't know if y'all check the news every day. Something's always going on. So be that advocate for them.
Mm-hmm.
Advocate, sorry, for them. It goes a long way. We're always in a dark shadow at all times.
Well, not
Um,
just that. Like y'all have to remember that depression is a form of isolation, and if people feel like they have nobody and they're isolated, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to start turning to the wrong people, looking for the comfort, looking for the guidance, looking for the love, because they're not getting it from the people that truly should be giving it to them. So don't isolate your family members. Don't push them into depression when they've probably been living their whole lives in that isolation. If it took them that long to come out, if it took them as long as it did, whatever point, whether they came out when they were 6 or they came out when they were 66, don't make them feel like they're alone in this world. If anything else, they should be able to turn to you. Even if y'all don't talk about who they lay with, they should still be able to say, my sister loves me, my brother loves me, my mom loves me, my dad loves me. Not everybody gets that luxury. But if you can be the bigger person and you can accept somebody for who they are, if you can accept the person sitting next to you in a restaurant because of their skin color, then you sure as hell can accept the person sitting next to you because of who they love.
exactly. Thank you. So like, what is something you've like? I don't want to say like, because this is not a life lesson, but it kind of is in a way. What is something you've learned from this whole experience with me, like being same sex gay? Um,
I mean,
what have you learned from it?
I have learned that just the whole world, the lesbian, gay, bi, tranny community, that whole world. I mean, because it is a secluded world. Like the things that they do, the lifestyle that they have is completely different than a normal straight person has because we are in a functioning society. Theirs
Hmm.
is pretty much drifted off because they have to,
Secluded.
yeah, it's secluded because
Yes.
they can't be 100% true to who they are because there's so much discrimination. So I have learned so much about just the community and the people, and honestly I think I would rather have a house full of gay people than a house full of straight people. They're the most loyal people, not just because they're gay or they're lesbian or they're tranny, but because they have endured and conquered through so much trials and tribulations that they're genuine, humble people. You don't get that.
Most,
You can't
most,
even,
most.
yeah, true. Just like everybody, just like any race, any sex, any, community, any religion, you have those people that are not true to who they are and they are shady and they're petty or whatever. You always got the few that are just the
Yeah,
odd
of
ones in the
course, of
bunch.
course.
But, at the end of the day, the people I've met, I mean, genuine, 100% genuine, humble people, and they would give you the shirt off their back. I have friends that I've known since second grade and wouldn't do the same for you. Well, not you,
Exactly.
Patricia. Not you, Tita, if you're watching this.
Y'all watch it soon.
She's my bestie.
So like I just have like one more question. Like is there like because I know a lot of people say like there's fears with like being gay and stuff because I
Mm-hmm.
mean we live like you said every day is a struggle for us. Is there a fear of me being gay? Do you have any fears that like you're scared for
Yeah,
me? Um, like what
I
are some?
have, and I don't know if they're as strong as they used to, but when you first came out and before you settled down with my brother-in-law and all that, like I did have fears for you pretty often to the point my anxiety was pretty high
Hmm.
because, like I said, he's my only brother. You're my only brother, and I'll never get another brother. If something happens to him, I'll never be able to replace him. Nobody could, you know, drag as him. Nobody could cross dress as him. I will only have one Eric, one main squeeze. And I was always scared that, and still kind of, that you'll come across the wrong people and somebody will
Hmm.
hurt you because of who you are. Because there is cruel people like that, and that and just you know, maybe you thinking you're responsible and something happens, and y'all are so susceptible to AIDS and
Mm-hmm.
HIV, and that alone, I don't ever want to get the call that my brother has one or the other, or was beaten up to brutally because somebody that he was eating dinner from the table down from knew he was gay and waited for him and beat his ass. Like, that's terrifying. That's truly terrifying. But I also know that he's not exactly a punk. So, but still, you
No,
can't fight the world. You know what I mean?
you can't.
And there's a lot of cool people, and that's one thing that truly scares me. I get scared that. Sorry, y'all. I don't wish bad on not even my enemies, and I only have one, but I don't wish bad upon her. And I know that there's somebody out there that would laugh and have a smile on their face to catch the next gay person walking down the road and to brutally hurt them. And I'm scared that one day my brother will come encounter with that person.
That's like you pointed that out. That's an everyday issue. That happens every day, all day in different communities. I know a handful back in here in Texas. Happens all the time, So just be careful. Like, I'm glad you brought that up. Whenever you do go out, guys, be careful. Go out with friends. Go out with a group. Walk to your car with a group.
Watch your drinks. Do not
Yes.
leave your drinks anywhere. Even you women, you men. I don't care who you are. You old hags. Do not leave your drinks alone. You carry your drinks everywhere. You do not know what these people are capable of.
Well, that's all the questions I had for you. Do you have any last things to say about this whole thing? Or, I mean, you said a lot, and I'm thankful for the discussion because it was great. But yeah, I don't. Do you have anything to say?
No, I mean, other than y'all just. I wish anybody watching this who's struggling with coming out and feels like they're alone, you're not alone. There is somebody in your corner that is truly there for you. And if you have no one else, I don't know what your spiritual relationship is, you can always turn to your higher power and you can ask for guidance. But just always, always, no matter who you are, stay true to yourself, y'all. Like, nobody else can change that but you. The minute you change who you are for somebody else, you're no longer you. Stay true to yourself. Be real. People, the worst thing people can do is be mad. Oh well, at least you're still you. You know, I know a lot of people could hate me because of my history. Oh well, that's who I am. Either like it or love it. At the end of the day, I'm who I am. So just stay true to you. And if you're struggling with coming out, there's sources, there's resources, there's people, there's places you can go to talk to people. Do your research. Be smart. And be proud of who you are.
Exactly. As I was going to say, be proud of who you are. Feel free to message me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Well, not Twitter. Snapchat. I'll be glad to talk to you, help you out, guide you. I'll be the person to talk to if you need to. Everything will stay privately in discussion. There won't be anything other than that. But yeah, follow me on Facebook. The Squeeze is my page. Website's coming up. Snapchat is MainSqueeze222. Instagram is The Main Squeeze. It's going to be a series going, so subscribe to this YouTube channel, share it, like it, comment, send me messages, send your products. I would like to review them for you, share them all over the world, the web. And again, thanks, Angel, for coming on. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Peace out, and stay tuned for the next squeeze.
Bye, y'all.